Beer's going to help us get through it, so we're going to keep drinking. If you're against it, sorry.
Hello. Welcome to our vlog. We are Iowa City Apparel.
Social media manager, Erin Wright. We thought it was unfair to call her an intern because she's doing all the work. So she's now part of the squad. And she's doing all social media. And she's incredible at it. Yeah, she's got our website up and running. We're revamping everything. Revamping social media as well. So follow us on social media at Iowa City Apparel, Facebook and Instagram. And she's really doing a good job with it. We are ecstatic with it right now.
We're happy with it.
What exactly is TTK?
It is a house on the corner of, they probably don't care what corner of the street it's on. Johnson and Burlington, not that any of you know where that is or care. We go there for our tailgates before football games. There's always a ton of people there. It's a lot of fun. I don't know exactly the story about how they started the frat. You probably do. It's just 7 guys living there.
Yeah, so one of my good buddies, Carter, he started this house. They moved into a house. There's 2 sides, an upstairs and a downstairs. 4 guys live in each. This is kind of what their house looks like. It's literally a picture of their house. When they have night games, they literally will start at noon, and close to 500 or 600 people will come every single time. They have a lot of fun. All the guys in the house are sweet. So they self-named themselves Tappa Tappa Keg, which when it first came out, I thought was hilarious. It's kind of like knocking on frats, but also they're a self-made frat. And so I think that's awesome. So they're called Tappa Tappa Keg. College kids love it. So I did this t-shirt order last year, hoping to sell a couple shirts and literally pay for a keg or 2 for one of their parties. And it ended up blowing up. They sold like 200 t-shirts, and so this year they're making another order. There's 2 releases. This release is close to 100 t-shirts already. And then as soon as these shirts get out, there's going to be another release. So they partnered with us this year, and we have 2 different color shirts. As you see, we've been pressing here. And we also thought it was a good idea to add a long sleeve option. So now we have a long sleeve that you can see here. Every time we go over to their house, it's always a good time. You never have a bad time at TTK. Currently, probably over 300 t-shirts, so people love the place. And everyone, they're frat shirts. Everyone loves frat shirts here at Iowa. So that's pretty much the story on TTK, I think.
We should tell the story about the free Dolph shirts. We were on our way to Pittsburg, Kansas, because we probably mentioned this before, but we are also on the club baseball team. Making our 6-hour drive down to Pittsburg, Kansas, to
play the first series of the year.
Yeah, honestly, didn't even know Pittsburgh, thought it was in Pennsylvania, right? Never knew there was Pittsburgh, Kansas, so we're just driving down there with all our roommates, and Bob, one of our roommates, last year, came up with a great idea.
And he's like, you know what? The announcer for the Hawks said some questionable stuff, and so he got what do they want to call it? Administrative lead? Yeah, suspended. So his name's Gary Dolphin, and he gets suspended on our drive down to Kansas. So we're literally driving, and Bob's like, you got to make these t-shirts. We're like, okay, as soon as we get to the hotel, we'll make these t-shirts. He's like, no, you got to do it now. So Jack makes all of our prints, does all the graphic design. That's the guy, not me. I don't really do anything but press t-shirts. So he's literally driving with his left hand.
Computer in the other hand, bless you.
Thanks.
Making the shirt like this, driving, making sure we don't die and crash, making the print.
And everyone in the car thinks we're going to die. And I think it's hilarious. Other people in our car didn't think it was funny.
So listen, anything to make money, right?
Anything to make money. So we get these t-shirts out probably, an hour or 2 left of our drive, right?
Yeah. I'm not joking. Hands down, probably one of the best drives of my life because we made so much money.
We probably sold 70 t-shirts by the time we got to the hotel.
In an hour.
And I was like, as soon as the orders were coming in, I'm putting them in a spreadsheet. And then we go to sleep that night.
I honestly had no faith that they would sell.
No faith at all.
But, keep going.
So, we go to sleep that night. We're preparing for the first baseball game of the season. We go to sleep, and I think we made close to $200 while sleeping that night.
I think more than that. It was like the first 2 days, I think we did $2,000 in sales.
Yeah, we had a pretty good time with those shirts.
We got to the hotel, no joke. 30 seconds later, we had our computers out ordering shirts, ordering prints.
order into our house in less than a week. We
People
had
were buying them from Florida, California.
Less than a week later, people were getting free Dolph shirts out the wazoo, sold them for $10, impulse buy, and they're out. And next thing you know, we got people at the guys and girls games here in Iowa just wearing our shirts that have no idea who we are.
Which is awesome.
And I
you
thought
see
it
a
was
person
pretty
walking
cool.
down campus with a free Dolph shirt on, you have no idea who they are.
It's us. Fun fact. So that was free Dolph. That was probably like the most fun I've ever had making a shirt, no lie. So if you see anybody with free Dolph shirts on, that
That's us.
happened while driving to play baseball.